Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. We have a pretty tasty match on our hands, and it is Madison Keys versus KAIA. and very much looking forward to this one because it's two very big hitters who will be going at it. And I'm not sure who I'm picking, to be honest. It's 2-1 in the head to head in favor of Madison Keys. But the one time they did play on clay, albeit a long time ago in 2015, it was actually KAIA that came out on top. And she won in the end in Madrid, which is probably not the best indicator of how this match is going to go. But the other two have been on hard court, even quicker surfaces, and Madison Keys came out on top. So a real 50-50, I think. And Madison Keys has been in some decent form on the clay, but KAIA is what everyone knows is a real giant killer when it comes to Grand Slams. Keys to start us off, serve into the backhand of KANEPI. Great return. Forehand to forehand here now. Forehand on the line from KANEPI, though. Wild goes long. You can see that straight away. Both players a lot of power and trying to exert their will early doors here. And it is Madison Keys who gets on the board straight away. 15-love. Serve into the net. Mano says, yo, Fazan, yo. Mano, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. Serve out wide, kick serve, backhand down the middle from KAIA. Forehand into win from Madison Keys. Forehand from KANEPI down the line again, goes long. 30-love. Serve into the net. Manos says Keys will win pretty easy. KANEPI as well done. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Could she have a last hurrah? She's the type of player that tends to surprise you in slams at times. Second serve. Forehand down the line is good from KANEPI. Backhand down the middle from Keys. Forehand into out from KANEPI. Slice from Keys down the line. Forehand cross from KANEPI. Forehand cross from Keys. Forehand on the line from KANEPI again is missed. That's 3 forehands that she's tried to rip down the line, and all 3 times she's gone long. 40-love. Serve out wide, backhand cross, backhand to backhand here. Forehand down the middle from KANEPI, forehand cross from Keys, forehand on the line from KANEPI. Great forehand, that's much better from her. Then goes cross court. Keys on the back foot here, and can only slap the forehand into the net. Serve out wide is in from Madison Keys, drags KANEPI out. It's a good slice serve on the clay, and KANEPI not able to make that return. So an easy hold in the end to 15 for Madison Keys to start us off here. Just looking pretty good. Mano says yesterday was pretty predictable. Fernandez beating the net was the only upset. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Mukova beating Zachary, the biggest upset, I would say. And actually, I didn't think Fernandez beating Lynette was much of an upset. Lynette on the clay is a different proposition to Lynette on grass or even on hard court. Fernandez is actually very good on clay, for the most part anyway. So I think that was a 50-50, in my opinion. The Zachary Mukova, I could see Mukova beating Zachary, but that on paper I think is the biggest upset, in my opinion anyway. Okay, so love 15. Mistake from KANEPI again, and those seem to be pretty consistent at the moment. Needs to try and get those unforced errors down. Good serve down the tee from the ad side. Slice from Madison Keys now. Backhand is a drop shot from KANEPI. Oh, it's a good one. Good enough. And the backhand slid into the net. Manos' Keys will win pretty. Yeah, we've gone through that. Manuel says maybe Evans was out, was odd, sorry, even, but Evans sucks. No. I think that was not a massive surprise. He's not the best on the clay. Vims25, hey Vims, how you doing? Remember to that like button, please, guys, and subscribe if you are new. Watching pair and they are cheering every point. Oh, really? Wow. Can you imagine if you're Cam Nori, you're probably not enjoying that, I would say. Yeah, I agree with Manor saying I think Hachinov Lestian was match of the day yesterday. He has a good match for sure. Serve out wide, forehand to forehand here now. Down the line goes Keys. Oh, she hit that like a rocket. The depth was fine, just direction slightly off there. And finds the tram line. So 30-15. Hachinov came back from 2 sets of love down. He did. Isna Borges was good too. Yeah, it was good as well, wasn't it? Final set tiebreaker. Out wide goes KANEPI. Backhand down the middle from Keys. Into out forehand from KANEPI. Backhand cross from Keys. Backhand to backhand here now. Forehand into in from Keys is massive. What a forehand though from KANEPI. Goes cross court, comes forward, goes backhand cross. What a rally. Wow. The into and forehand from Keys. I was not expecting KANEPI to be able to get that back with such good depth on the defensive forehand. She whips it cross court. Really good depth. And then it sets up a backhand down the backhand cross even into the open space. It's a really, really good forehand to soak up that power from Keys. Down the tee goes KANEPI. Backhand to backhand here. Slice from Keys. Backhand down the line from KANEPI. Just missed. Bit unfortunate. She's starting to find her rhythm though. You can tell Keys, of course, with a pretty solid start on her service game. 40-30, and you can see both players possess so much power, and that's why I thought, why not do it? Why not do the watch along? Because it's going to be exciting. Serve down the tee, forehand into out from Keys, clips the baseline, backhand from KANEPI, very good defensive backhand, then a lob from KANEPI, clips the baseline with the forehand, KANEPI slice, forehand cross from Keys is too big. What a point again! Wow. The serve from KANEPI was in, and then the return from Keys clipped the baseline. KANEPI goes backhand lob. Keys goes forehand lob and clips the baseline, and they go at it from the back of the court. And Keys comes out on top with a massive forehand cross there. Juice. Serve out wide. Forehand down the line from Keys is absolutely huge. Unbelievable. That's a massive, massive forehand. And interestingly, by the way, KANEPI, her standing leg, so her left leg when she serves, it doesn't get off the ground. Surely she must struggle to generate a lot of power. Serve down the tee. Oh, wowzers! She gets the break of serve. He's with some ridiculous returning. It's first of all, it's a return forehand, which KANEPI can't get back into court. Then it's a return winner on the forehand side. That is so good from Madison Keys. And the serves from KANEPI, a little bit safe. Not much on it, didn't look like. Right into the forehand, into a hitting zone, and Keys made her pay. So 2-love. Very good start from Madison Keys. And KANEPI actually had game points at 40-15. So she's going to have to put that behind her now. Really concentrate on this now. Concentrate on trying to get the break back if possible. Serve out wide from Keys and a shank from KANEPI wide. Just as we thought that KANEPI was starting to find a bit of rhythm. And at 40-15 looked like she was going to hold quite comfortably. A few mistakes and then a few unbelievable returns from Madison Keys at Juice. And it gives her the break straight away. Serve into the forehand from Keys. And the forehand is missed from KANEPI. Serve is into the net from Keys. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand of KANEPI. Goes down the line. Backhand to backhand now. Forehand from KANEPI into in. Forehand slice from Keys. Forehand cross from KANEPI again. Forehand to forehand. Down the line goes Kanepi. Backhand down the line from Keys. Forehand into the backhand of Kanepi. Backhand to backhand here. Slice from. Oh, what a shot from Madison Keys. I tell you what, she's really finding the finishing touches to these grueling rallies. And this time it's a drop shot. It's a beautiful drop shot on the backhand side. The disguise fooled me even. And it ends up being a beauty. 40 love. Serve down the tee is out. Second serve coming up. Second serve. Backhand from Kanepi's in. Forehand down the middle. Forehand into out from Kanepi. Slice from Keys is in. And oh, what a return drop shot from Kanepi. Wow. We're seeing some ridiculous points here. Kanepi stepped in there, went massive with the into out forehand, had Keys on the stretch. It ends up being a ridiculous drop shot actually from Keys. I don't think it was intended. She was on the stretch, just tried to get anything on it. And Kanepi, though, deals with it beautifully with a reverse drop shot. So 40-15, though. Oh, backhand is in from Kanepi. It's short, though. Down the line goes Keys. Kanepi reads it, comes forward after a drop shot from Keys. The slice is in, volleys. Keys gets there, though. Backhand again. Second volley from Kanepi is in and passes Keys at the net. Wow. Great net play from Kanepi. You have to say maybe Keys should have done better with the first volley that came back her way. So she had the backhand set up. She went cross court though, and Kanepi read it beautifully. Really good hands at the net from the Estonian. So that wide backhand cross from Kanepi's in. Backhand on the line from Madison Keys is huge. Comes forward, puts it away at the net, lets it bounce. A little mini smash, and she does hold. So it's 3 love. Tell you what though, it's been very entertaining despite the scoreline. She's still got the break of serve, and Kanepi unfortunately not being able to break back. Max says, "Hey, Fazan, everyone. Hey, Max, how you doing? Great to have you here. Must be quite early actually with California, is it not? It's very early. Tell you what, very very good from Keys. She's looked good early doors here. To be fair, Kanepi's shown some really good flashes, and you can tell that Kanepi. I think KAIA Kanepi is someone who in the past has been a giant killer. She's been able to beat seeds and looked really, really good doing it. And Keys is another seed, of course. She's definitely coming towards the back end of her career. I think she's in her late 30s now. And her form has not been as good as it has been the last few years, to be honest. So coming into this, you might think Keys is the favourite. She is definitely the favourite. But Kanepi has what it takes, and we've seen it in flashes. So it's just a question of can she string together a, a few points and also find consistency in her game. And we'll see because early doors, yes, she's 3 love down, but as I said, there's been some positive signs. So Kaya says, are you going to Wimbledon this year? Probably not. Unfortunately, won't be going this year, I don't think. Didn't manage to get any tickets. I might go if I... Well, to be fair, I ended up going... Was it last year? The year before? I ended up going... I think it was last year when I got tickets like last minute. So I might do that. Oh, double fault from Kanepi. Oh dear, oh dear. So we'll see because they release tickets the night before and then you can go in a queue and you can get them. So I might have to try and do that. But with full time work, etc., it's difficult. If I wasn't working, then I would say yes, definitely, because I'd just make sure I got a ticket. But the day before, into out forehand from Kanepi, backhand cross from Keys finds the net. 15 love. Sorry, 15 all even. Max says, you're right, it's 2:24 a.m. in my time zone for the West Coast. I'm surprised I'm awake, to be fair. I was in a long voice call earlier. Ah, very nice. Hi, Scarehound Mike's. Yeah, hello all. Served on the tee, slice from Keys. Backhand to backhand here. Keys steps in, goes backhand cross. Backhand from Kanepi down the middle. Forehand to forehand here. Down the line goes Kanepi backhand down the line from Kanepi again. Forehand cross from Keys. Forehand is in from Kanepi. Keys goes cross court. What a forehand! What an exchange! And Keys comes out on top as she's been doing for most of these rallies, and it's a forehand to finish it off. She's been clinical with her finishing touches. Has Keys 3 forehand winners so far. 15-30, Kanepi in a bit of a pickle. Serve out wide, backhand down the line from Keys, then goes backhand on the middle. Forehand down the middle from Kanepi. Forehand cross from Keys. Forehand cross from Kanepi is long, 15-40. She's in real trouble in this first set. 67% of you have gone for Madison Keys, or 70% of you have gone for Madison Keys. Not surprising, and you can tell by the scoreline now, it's looking more and more likely that this first set could be decided quite early on here. If Kanepi's not careful, having to save 2 break points. She had game points in her previous service game, didn't convert them, got broken at 40-15. Second serve. Forehand down the middle from Keys is good. Forehand down the middle from Kanepi. Forehand cross from Keys is good. Forehand on the line from Kanepi. The backhand from Keys finds the net. She puts her hands up to say, oh, how did I miss that? Very good from Kanepi. Great defensive work there, and then good forehand down the line to push Keys 30-40. So that wide is missed by quite a distance. Second serve. Forehand into it. Oh my. Keys has been returning extremely well. The second serve into the middle of the box, and I have to say, that was not a very good serve. Very, very tentative in the middle of the box, and Keys goes into him with the forehand return. It's a return winner for love. She gets the double break. Max says, I'm happy that Arthur Fields won his first singles title in his home country at Lyon. Yeah, it's a great win, wasn't it? Good serve out wide from Keys. Forehand to forehand here. Backhand cross from Kanepi. Slice from Keys. Clips the baseline. Forehand into out from Kanepi. Backhand from Keys finds the net. Sean says, I like Saba's expression when she found out they weren't booing her. Yeah. Manuel says, Eurosport annoys me though. They only are showing centre court and other main stadiums, and yesterday they stopped showing or covering Pagula Collins at 4-all. What can you do? They can only show one match at a time, I guess. Served on the tee from Keys, forehand to forehand. Kanepi goes down the line with the forehand. Backhand down the line from Keys is ridiculously good. What a backhand. Wowzers. You're definitely guaranteed winners when you watch these two play. And Keys with the backhand down the line, it's an absolute bullet. And says, and they have like a minute delay from the live score. Yeah. Serve out wide, and the forehand from Kanepi goes long. Max says Arthur Fields has already reached 3 semi-finals and 1 final. That's interesting. Yeah, that is interesting. You love Arthur Fields, don't you, Max? Is he becoming your favourite player? I feel like he might be. Correct me if I'm wrong. Serve down the tee from Keys is an ace. Oh my gosh, he's found the rhythm, and it looks very hard for Kanepi right now to get Madison Keys out of that rhythm and gain some momentum here. This could end up being a bagel set, which is pretty, but very unlikely at the start. Good serve on the tee. Forehand put away from Keys. The return is short. Forehand into the open court. 5-love. What is happening? She is 1 game away here from bageling Kanepi. She's channeling her inner Iga Swiatek. Max says, Fazana would say so. Being a fan of Arthur Fields, I don't want to sound like a fan. Yeah, well, that's fine. What I would say as well is make sure you tune in later on when we have Sinner versus Muller for the night session. So tune in for that. It's probably more easily accessible for the people in America from the US as well, and Canada who are tuning in to the streams. That'll be a really good match, I think, because Muller is a Frenchman. He'll have the crowd on his side. Sinner, interesting to see how he gets on in his first match of Roland Garros this year. And tomorrow we've got a big day. We've got a really big day tomorrow. I am not working tomorrow. I have the day off. I am going to be doing multiple streams tomorrow. So do keep an eye out for that. Swiatek's in action. Who else is in action? Jaber's in action as well. So depending on the timings, might be able to do both of those. Medvedev's in action as well. So I'm going to try and cover as many of the big names as possible and the big matches, and then we might also have some other people commentating, of course, as well. So I think later on for the Sinner-Muller match, it'll be Anthony, who's been really good on comms. So tune in for that as well. Backhand down the middle from Keys here at 5, love up. KANEPI serving to stay in the set and not get bageled. Forehand on the line from KANEPI. Backhand on the line from Keys. Forehand cross from KANEPI's miss. Love 15. Manos says Pavi on a roll. She is serving to bagel. Fruit Loops come on, Pavi. No Fruit Loops break. Who's Fruit Loops? Guys, you need to tell me the names. I don't know these nicknames. It's so funny. Who's Fruit Loops? Jokes. Love 15. Her toss isn't right. You can hear Philippe Chateau or Benoit Paire or wherever he's playing is getting a massive cheer. Good serve out wide from KANEPI. Backhand into the net from Keys. Sean says Anthony seems to be a natural. Yeah, I agree. For sure. 15-0. Serve out wide into the net. Yeah, I think for sure, because it was interesting. When I first started, I thought I wouldn't be natural, but I felt like I was. And I feel like Anthony also is pretty natural. He's got really good tennis knowledge as well. He plays a lot of tennis. His dad's a coach, so he knows his stuff. Second serve into the body of Keys. Forehand is missed into the net, though. She hasn't missed many of those today. Manos says Fruit Loops equals Linda Fruitova. It was definitely Mukova's day to beat Maria Sakkari, says Max. Yeah, very tight 2 sets, wasn't it? Sakkari just not being the best of form recently. What needs to change? It's difficult to say. Yeah, Pavlyuchenkova got double bageled by Swiatek not too long ago in Rome. And now looks like she might be able to do something against Kvitova, though. A very exciting young talent, of course. Second serve into the backhand of Keys. Backhand to backhand here. Down the line goes KANEPI. Forehand is in from Keys. Good depth. Backhand down the middle from Keys is missed. So it is 40-15. The crowd cheering KANEPI. They wanted to get on the board here. She has 2 game points. A couple of mistakes from Keys opens up game points for KANEPI. Manos says Mukova was pretty predictable. Mukova beat Sakkari last year, Roland Garros to straight sets. Yeah, but I don't know. That doesn't feel like that should mean it should happen again, especially given that Sakkari, the level of player she is. In the first round, you'd expect her to do better, but it is what it is. Cassard on the tee, backhand is a winner from Keys in to win. She's hit 3 or 4 return winners, and they've been very good. 40-30, 1 game point comes and goes. Can she seal the second? Serve out wide, backhand is into the net, so she won't get bageled. It's 5-1, chance for Madison Keys to breadstick her as she serves for the set. This could be a very, very quick match if KANEPI doesn't step it up in the second set. You'd imagine that this first set is probably done and dusted, but we'll see. Depends on how Madison Keys serves here. She's been serving pretty well at 75% win percentage behind her first serve. Oh, forehand is in from Kanepi. Great forehand. Then goes into out. Clips the net cord. Into in goes Keys with a forehand. Forehand on the line from Kanepi. Backhand to backhand here now. And the backhand from Kanepi finds the net. Max says, what could Maria Sakkari do differently in your opinion in terms of consistency? Her backhand looked pretty iffy yesterday. And normally it's pretty solid, or in the past has been quite solid. There's a few things that she could improve, but I think her biggest issue is her mental game. She made a lot of semi-finals, a lot of finals. She lost a lot of semi-finals. She made semi-finals, the clay court swing. She lost them. She jokes about it on Twitter. She knows it's a problem. Oh, massive into out forehands from Keys, and Kanepi can only slice into the net. 30 love. She's 2 games away, or 2 points away even from this first set. Yeah, I don't know whether she needs to change her team as well. She's had her team for a long time, and I know she gets on with them really well, and they seem like a really good team. But sometimes a fresh start can help just reset the mindset. Serve down the tee from Keys is good. Return into the forehand corner, and Keys whips the forehand cross court. Just misses it though, so 30-15. Serve down the tee is in from Keys. Then goes forehand into out, and Kanepi doesn't even move. Too good. Yeah, Sakkari is definitely an interesting case, and it's something that actually I would like to do some sort of analysis video on her. In all honesty, because I feel like it's a worthy topic for discussion. Serve down the tee is an ace from Madison Keys. She steals off the set in style. Massive ace down the tee from the juice side. And she does breadstick Kanepi in this first set. Kanepi looked pretty good early doors in spurts and then fell away. Keys rushing into a 5-0 lead in the first set. 6-1 in the end. Will the second set be more competitive? We'll wait and see. Let's look through the stats quickly. 2 aces for Keys, none for Kanepi. 1 double fault for Kanepi, none for Madison Keys. First set percentage of 76%, which is really high for Keys. 65% for Kanepi, which is actually pretty solid, but the issue is here. She's only won 38% behind her first serve, 75% for Keys, 80% behind Keys' second serve, 57% behind Kanepi second serve. When it's unforced there is 3-6 for Kanepi, 11-8 for Keys. So just a lot more solid from Keys. And really, really good serving stats as well. Kanepi needs to be a lot more adventurous with her first serve. She's very predictable, being going into the forehand of Keys a lot, which is a really bad choice in my opinion. It's not the right decision. Needs to mix it up a little bit. We'll see how she gets on. Manos says 1 baguette for MS Kanepi. And MJ says, hi guys. Hey, MJ, how you doing? They're just watering the courts. And yeah, so we'll see how the second set goes on. Entertaining stuff, some really entertaining points, but Madison Keys dominating that first set. Let's see how Kanepi bounces back, or if she does indeed bounce back in this second set. As for other matches going on, there's a few matches going on. We'll touch upon those in a second. Okay, so let's have a quick look. We have Benoit Paire up a break in the first set against Cam Norrie, although he has a breakpoint opportunity now. It is 4-3 Benoit Paire, but juice And you've got Diego Schwartzman 4-1 down. Denis Shapovalov 4-3 up against Nakashima. He's a breakup. And there's a lot of good matches going on. Pavlyuchenkova has taken the first against Kvitova. Good serve on a tee from Kanepi here. Forehand cross. Forehand to forehand here now. Keys goes down the middle. Backhand down the line. Forehand cross. Forehand to forehand. Down the line goes Kanepi. Slice from Keys. Drop shot from Kanepi. Is it too good? It is. Because Keys gets there. But it's a good, very good instinctive volley from Kanepi. Puts it away. Yeah, some interesting matches going on right now. Yeah, Manos says Pavlyuchenkova 6-2. Let's go. MJ says, does Fazan look different? No facial hair. Yeah. Yeah. Shaved off my beard. It will grow back. I'd like to do it once every year, once every couple of years, just to freshen my face and then give it a bit of air, and then I'll be back. Backhand to backhand. Forehand down the middle from Kanepi. Forehand on the line from Keys. Comes forward. Drive volley. Puts it away. Wowzers. What a drive volley. So much conviction in that drive volley from Keys. She really is hitting the ball with a lot of confidence today. Yeah. I think some people have commented on me like, "Oh, you look quite good with no facial hair." Some people know you look like a child. Good serve on the tee. Forehand from Madison Keys in. Oh my god, ridiculous! It's a great serve down the tee, and the backhand was pretty good from Keys. She gets an easy forehand, but I mean it's not easy the way she's executed it. Ridiculously good forehand into out. 15-30. MJ says my hairstylist cut my hair very short in Jan. It's May and it's still short. Guess he doesn't want to see me. Maybe not, yeah. Well, that's definitely a mistake on his part because if he wants to get some more money, he wants to cut it a bit longer so you come back in, right? Double fault from Kanepi, 15-40. It's not been the best of days for the Estonian. Two breakpoint opportunities here for Madison Keys. Served on the tee. Backhand is in from Keys. Backhand to backhand. Or down the line goes Keys. She's gone long. So 30-40. And this is, I think I can go back in October. I'll be taking zinc to make my hair grow faster. Fair enough. I hear prunes help as well. So that wide. Backhand is in from Keys. Forehand into in from Kanepi. Forehand on the line from Keys. Backhand is in from Kanepi. Forehand into in from Keys. Goes forehand cross. Forehand to forehand here. Forehand is long from Keys. Great defensive work from Kanepi on the forehand side. And she saves 2 break points. We're at juice. Okay, so this game is really important. If Kanepi doesn't hold here, I don't see much hope for her in the second set either. So it's key that she does hold here to give herself a chance. And this is, yeah, 6-1. So Keys won a set. She's fast, yeah. Serve down the tee into the net. Max says, what were your thoughts on Stefanos winning the first round versus Vesely? He looked okay. Should have won in straight sets. I think not the best performance. Oh, second serve from Kanepi. And Keys drags the forehand. Advantage Kanepi. And it says, is this where he made a final? Was that the US Open? Yeah, she made the final in the US Open and lost to Sloane Stevens. Manos says 6-1 Morales. Schwartzy as well. And truly Schwartz done, yeah. It's sad. Second serve. Backhand cross from Keys. Then comes forward, goes backhand to backhand. Drop shot. Kanepi with a reverse drop shot. She holds. One love. A very good hold in the end. Beautiful drop shot in response to Keys' saves 2 break points. Really well done. Guys, I'll be back in a second. Just going to get some water. Okay, 15 all. Man, where did he go? Oh, I just went to get some water, I said. Just some water, sorry. I'm sorry, okay? Just got some water. My throat's really dry. 15 all. Second serve. Backhand into in. Backhand down the line from Keys is long. So 15-30. Kanepi has a chance here. Okay. Andrew, I had a veggie burger at Shake Shack. It ain't all that. Mate, aren't the veggie burgers at Shake Shack just lettuce? Isn't it literally just like salad? They didn't even. It's not even like a patty, is it? Anyway, backhand is deep and in from Connect. Oh, what a miss from Keys. Uh-oh. Keys in trouble here. Forehand into the net. 15-40. Double break point opportunity here. After saving break points in her previous game, she now has a chance to get the break. And this is about the tiramisu shake is to die for. I haven't had that, to be fair. I might have to try that. Oh no, you said Shake Shack. Sorry, I thought you meant like it's Five Guys where they do a vegetarian burger and they just put lettuce in it. It's just like salad. It's crazy. Serve out wide, and the slice is long from Kanepi. Good serve. 1 break point saved. MJ, I'm gonna need to try the veggie burger one day and check out the tiramisu shake. Yeah, he went to get water. Yeah, water. As the Americans would say. What a serve down the tee from Keys from the ad side. Juice. Capricorn says, I like them both. Don't know who to root for. Oh, yeah. I mean, look, it's been very exciting. Even though the scoreline suggests that it's been very one-sided so far, there have been some really exciting rallies. Both have so much power, don't they? And they really bring the excitement, I find, anyway. And that's why I thought it's a great match to call. Second serve into the forehand of Kanepi. Great forehand down the line. Then it's a slice from Keys. Backhand down the line. Comes forward. Does Kanepi to the net. Forehand from Keys trying to pass Kanepi down the line. Finds the net. So it is advantage Kanepi. And it says no design. It's new. It's made of quinoa and chickpeas. It's written all over as great. Okay. Chapeau has a new coach apparently, says Manuel. Very good. Oh, serve is long from Key. Second serve here. Another breakpoint opportunity for KAIA Kanepi. Second serve. Backhand is in. Forehand into in is missed. She does get the break. Wow. Wow. What a turnaround. 2-love Kanepi. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. That's very, very surprising to say the least. Given that, like, Madison Keys had two opportunities in the opening game of this second set, she takes one of those. She takes the break, and you could argue that she's 2-love up now. Instead, she finds herself 2-love down in the second set. Max says, I have a feeling that Musetti will have a hard time with Shevchenko. I agree. So that wide forehand. Wow, what in the world? Madison Keys' returning today has been unreal. What a forehand return. Dragged that wide on the juice side. The forehand cross, it's a rocket. Doesn't even move, does Keys? And this is Shardy. Miles says MJ, Matt Daly. Vims25 says bagel incoming. Probably not. Yeah, exactly. Never had a Matt. Oh. Second serve. Forehand into out from Keys is missed. 15-all. Okay, so KANEPI now has the break. The question is, can she consolidate this break? Because if Keys breaks back, it'll be back on serve. Serve goes on. She struggled on serve a lot, has KANEPI today. She's only held serve twice. She struggled a little bit with the toss. She's not hit that one there as well because she's caught the toss. Second serve into the forehand. Forehand cross is massive, and her serve has just been very average, in all honesty, KANEPI. She's not hit a spot. She's been in the middle of the box for all the time, into the forehand, into the hitting zones of Keys. That return is a monster return again. Second serve return this time. Cross court. KANEPI can't handle it. 15-30. All serve down the tee is missed. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand. Backhand cross finds the net, though. Keys will be disappointed to miss that. It's a better second serve, though, into the corner. At least making Keys have to do a bit more on the return there. Capricorn says, if Maddie could just stitch her killer shots together with less errors for 2 weeks, she can easily win a slam. Well, she made the final of the US Open quite a few years ago. Lost to Sloane Stephens. Backhand finds the net, does Keys. The backhand return. I tell you what, she should be breaking here. That's 2 missed returns. Gives KANEPI a game point at 40-30. Yeah, I agree. Because it's about consistency when it comes to Keys. If she has consistency, she can be anyone. Slice. What a drop shot. Wowzers. Backhand cross from Keys was good. The drop shot from KANEPI on the backhand slice, even better. Unbelievably good. 3-love. Max says, go Shardy. It's your birthday. Yeah, exactly. Manos says, Cap, she was close in 2017. Exactly. Yes, she was. Yeah, just one match away, says Capricorn. Manos says, and made like 47 unforced errors against Stephens. Yep. Yeah. The nerves would have got to. I think if she was in another slam final, I don't think she'd be quite as nervous. Probably wouldn't make as many errors because it wouldn't be her first experience of a Grand Slam final. Asmi says, hi, Fazan, how are you? I'm good. How are you doing? Manos says, Keys made a Roland Garros semi-final in 2019, lost to Barty, and Australian Open semi-final in 2022, lost to Barty. Yeah. Okay. So love 3 here, Madison Keys. Struggling in the second set. She's definitely had chances. I mean, she could easily have found herself 3-love up herself. And given she had the momentum from the first set, I think she'll be a bit disappointed, in all honesty. But to see how we go. Asmi says, Fazan, why are you not streaming the Cam Nori match? They're playing wonderful. I thought this one would be a bit more exciting, in all honesty, Asmi, to be honest. Good serve out wide. Oh, the backhand from KANEPI. The forehand from Keys on return was short. And KANEPI just had to put it into play down the line. Would have been a winner. But she tries to absolutely crunch it and finds the net. So 15-love. Keys has to hold here. This is a crucial moment here. Second serve. Backhand is in from KANEPI. Backhand cross from Keys. Forehand into out is massive from KANEPI. Oh my word. So you going to stream the Novak match? That probably not today. Actually, we're streaming Sinner versus Muller for the evening match, but we won't be able to stream Djokovic by the looks of it today. Tomorrow we should be doing Swiatek, and I'll be doing multiple streams tomorrow. So keep an eye out for that. I'll set them up tonight, and we might also get one or two other people doing some streams as well. Into in forehand from Keys. Forehand to forehand. Goes into out, does Keys. Beautifully done. Here we go. Much better from Madison Keys. Max says, love 3-0. No, Madison, she better stay clutch mentally. Yeah, agreed. Asking says, Fazal, what is your prediction for the French Open in men's and women's? Well, if you go by my draw preview and prediction video, which you should go and check out, but I'll give you an insight anyway. The women's, I went for Swiatek. Men's, I went for Holger Rune. And that is such a good return from KANEPI. Forehand return winner from KANEPI. She's starting to turn up her return game. It's actually a beautiful return. It was very short forehand, barely any backswing, just to flex it down the line. Backhand down the middle from Keys. And the backhand from KANEPI goes long, so 40-30 Madison Keys. All right, serve down the tee from Keys is missed. Second serve coming up. Crucial game for her to hold in this first set, given she's a breakdown, of course. Second serve out wide. Backhand is a lob from KANEPI. Forehand into out from Keys. Backhand lob again from KANEPI. Backhand into out. Sorry, backhand cross from KANEPI. Backhand down the line from Keys. Tries to go for it. She misses it. She got impatient. The moon balling from KANEPI probably frustrated her. She just needs to keep it. As Max said, needs to stay clutch mentally, for sure. Served on the tee's an ace, and that definitely will help. Beautiful serve down the tee from Keys is an ace. Advantage Madison Keys. Serve out wide is another ace from Keys, and it's a come on from the American. She knows it's a big, big couple of points there. She does hold. It's 3-1 KANEPI, though. She still has the break of serve. And Keys took the first set 6-1. There were some really exciting rallies, but Keys dominated the proceedings. Breadsticking KANEPI. Now, though, KANEPI finds herself up 3-1 in the second set. Can she consolidate the break yet again, or are we going to see Keys get the break back? Serve out wide. Forehand is in from Keys. Backhand cross. Backhand to backhand here. Lob from KANEPI is in. Forehand into out from Keys. Backhand down the line from KANEPI. What a backhand. Then it was almost a very loopy backhand down the line, but a lot of topspin, a lot of depth. And it wasn't actually quite a lob. It was a very well placed one, and Keys finds it awkward. Slices into the net. 15-love. Juice Lover says, good day all. Hi, Juice. How you doing? Good to see you in the chat. Guys, remember to that like button. Do subscribe if you're new as well. Serve out wide is in. Backhand clips the top of the net cord. Drops in. It's a massive forehand, though, from KANEPI as she approaches the net. Keys on the stretch. Can't make it. And it is 30 love. Guys, remember to that like button, please, if you haven't done so already. And do subscribe if you are new. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciated. Okay. So 30 love. KANEPI here. Serve out wide is a beautiful second serve. Great angle on it. It ends up being unreturnable serve. 40 love. Yeah. I mean, 40 love. Max says, what is going on with Madison? Well, she had chances in that first set, didn't she? In the second set, sorry, even at the start of the second set to break. She could have been 3 love up herself. And a forehand on the line from Keys. Backhand to backhand. Finds the net, though, does Keys. Slaps her thigh in frustration. It is 4-1. KANEPI, she does consolidate the break yet again. I think not breaking in that opening game, like KANEPI was serving, she had 15-40, she didn't break. I think mentally, actually, she checked out a little bit, was a bit frustrated, and ended up, of course, getting broken herself. And since then, since being 2 love down, I think she has started to, well, she just started to be a little bit tentative in her play and also get frustrated and go for too much too early. The patience hasn't quite been there from Madison Keys, in all honesty. But it'll come back, you imagine. I could see her making a comeback, as Pavlyuchenkova, by the way, is a set and a break up against Kvitova. So really showing her experience in that match. Yeah, that's a very good shout. Yep. Sean says Fognini versus Felix seems a good first round. I've actually picked Fognini to beat Felix, which would be an upset on paper. Felix Auger-Aliassime been in pretty poor form, though. But in saying that, he had a pretty good Lyon, didn't he? I mean, he had to pull out the semi-finals due to a slight injury scare against Arthur Fields. But he was looking pretty good before that. So got some matches under his belt, which is crucial given he's lost so many matches, hasn't played a lot on the clay in terms of match competition. And we'll see how he gets on. But anyway, 1-4 here. I hope he does win. I just think Fognini is very good on the clay, and Felix is not playing great at the moment. Great serve done a tee from Keys. It's another ace, number 6 of the day for Madison Keys. There you go, serve out wide, finds the net. Second serve coming up. Second serve, backhand is a backhand lob. She's trying to slow ball her, and it's working. Uh-oh, this is not good. KANEPI said to herself, okay, how can I stop Keys from finding rhythm on her ground strokes? And she's said, okay, I'm going to mix up my powerful ground strokes on the back of the court with the backhand lob, forehand lob, make it hard for her to really attack. And Keys with a big error there on the forehand. And KANEPI will take confidence from that. She'll use it again. Second serve. Forehand is out from KANEPI. Tried to go a bit more loopy with a bit more air on that forehand. Just misses it, though. 30-15. Max's Iga is definitely the only girl in the world to win Roland Garros. We'll see. We'll see. I mean, no one's unbeatable. Serve out wide from Keys. It's a drop shot return from KANEPI. It's definitely not intentional. And Keys goes down the line with the backhand, puts it away, 40-15. I think the thing is, we have to see how Swiatek's thigh is as well, of course. She's had that slight injury against Rybakina, had to retire, just mainly due to precaution more than anything else. But I think, we'll have to see how she gets on, because I'm intrigued to see how she gets on tomorrow. We will be streaming that tomorrow. That's one I can definitely say we will be streaming. Just need to check the order of play before I decide which other streams I'll be doing. The slice from KANEPI goes long, 4-2. She does hold keys. She's in touching distance. We're looking to wrap this up in straight sets if possible, but KANEPI is doing pretty well so far. Drop shot from KANEPI is a winner. Serve out wide is missed from KANEPI. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the forehand of Keys. Who goes into out. She's missed it though. 30 love. KANEPI's utilized the drop shot quite well when she has, I have to say. When she's used it, it's been very effective, in honesty. Thirty love. So that wide is in. Forehand is missed from Keys. 40 love. If you're wondering why I'm laughing or chuckling, it's because my 1-year-old is walking around the room, going with extreme pace around the room. Andrew says, sorry guys, it's 6 a.m. here drinking my 6 cups of coffee. Well, 6 cups. Wow. Are you being serious when you say that? Second serve is out, I think. So it could be a double fault. She didn't miss it by much. Yeah, not by much, but it is out. So 4-15. Keys hasn't been able to return the KANEPI serve as well as she did in the first set. In the first set, she was hitting return winners. KANEPI was struggling to hit her spots. There was a lot of serves into the hitting zone of Keys, especially on her forehand side. And she was really making it pay. At the moment, though, struggling. If a cup is 8 ounces, yes, 6 cups. Wow. Serve down the tee is lost. Is lost? Well, it is lost. It's long. Second serve. Forehand is missed from Keys. And see that type of forehand, that's a second serve into a forehand hitting zone. She was absolutely crunching those first set. Instead, she finds the net, and I have to say, disappointing if you're a Madison Keys fan because she's dropped her level quite dramatically in this second set. Now, the question is, can KANEPI break and take us into a third set? Or will Keys somehow make a comeback? Okay, so 2-5 here, Keys serving to stay in the set. It's been a pretty weird second set for the American, but for the Estonian, it's been very good. She's found a bit of rhythm. And as I said, that first couple of games were crucial. Keys could have found herself 5-2-7 for the match here. Instead, KANEPI's been a bit more clinical. Good served on the tee from Keys, so gets a short ball, puts it away. It's a bit too many unforced errors this set from Keys. And KANEPI's found a bit of rhythm on her serve, and it's made a whole lot of difference. 15 love. Serve is long from Keys. Second serve coming up. Second serve into the backhand. Backhand cross. Forehand into in from Keys. Slice from KANEPI. Forehand into out from Keys is missed. Interesting. Max says Madison is definitely a mixed bag at times. Yeah, it's just that level of consistency, right? It's not quite there for Keys, which is why she's not a Grand Slam champion. Her ability is there, no doubt. I don't think it's, in my opinion, she has the ability to be a Grand Slam champion. Question is, can she consistently, though, play at near her best level for 2 weeks? And I'm not sure if that's possible, in all honesty. And this match has probably confirmed that, you would say. And this is where she goes on to win Roland Garros now and completely proves me wrong. Anyway, second serve coming up here at 15 all. 5-2 down here. Keys serving to stay in the set. Second serve. 15 all here. It's in. Forehand is massive from KANEPI. Goes down the middle. Forehand from Keys. Tries to deflect it with the into-out forehand. She's just gone wide. So 15-30. This set could be over pretty soon. If Keys doesn't hold her nerve in this service game. Serve is in, out wide. Backhand is missed though from KANEPI. 30 all. Return is missed from KANEPI. 40-30. Game point. Second serve. Forehand is in from KANEPI into up forehand from Keys. Great backhand though from KANEPI. Then goes into on the forehand. It's massive. It's a huge winner from the Estonian. We're at juice. Max says being mentally clutch is a huge factor in tennis or sports in general. Yeah, 100%. Every top elite sports person that I've spoken to says to me that the majority of elite sport is all down to the mental side of things. Massive serve from Keys down the tee. It's an ace. Advantage Madison Keys. Serve down the tee. Forehand cross from Keys is missed. Okay. We're at juice. Serve into the backhand. Backhand down the middle from Keys. Forehand is shanked from KANEPI. Advantage Keys. Got another game point. Serve out wide. Backhand is long from KANEPI. She does hold 5-3. There's a little bit of a fist bump there. Now the question is, can KANEPI hold her nerve here? Can KANEPI hold her nerve and close out the set? Okay, serve into the net from KANEPI. Second serve coming up. Forehand to forehand here. Down the middle goes KANEPI. Forehand cross from Keys. Slice from KANEPI though finds the net. And it is love 15. If KANEPI loses this set from here, I think from 5-2 up, she'll be very disappointed, I think, to say the least. Let's see, can she hold her nerve and close out the set? Serve out wide, goes into the net. Second serve coming up. This is a big chance for Madison Keys to go love 30 up here. She's got second serve return to look at. Second serve return is in. Backhand down the middle. Forehand down the middle. Forehand down the middle from Keys. Or forehand cross though from KANEPI. Good slice. Good, great defensive slice from Keys. Slice from KANEPI. Massive forehand cross from Keys. And the oh, what a point! The forehand cross from Keys. KANEPI goes forehand cross as well, but it's a great angle. Drags out Madison Keys. She must have clipped the tram line. And Keys is well off court there. And she finds a forehand down the line. It's a ridiculous winner. I mean, wow. That is special. Love 30. 10 forehand winners for the day so far for Keys. 3 for KANEPI. Love 30. Step out wide. Forehand is missed. She tried to go. She tried to go for the Hollywood shot again. Dragged out. Tries to whip it down the line. I mean, it's a desperate attempt to hit a return winner. She's missed it. So 15-30. Oh, serve out wide, backhand, clips top of the net cord, stays on his side. On her side, sorry, even. 30 all. Serve down the tee from KANEPI, then goes backhand down the middle. Forehand slice from Keys, finds the net. KANEPI is holding it together. She's got a set point. Max says that's definitely an interesting rally. It was, yeah. Love 30 down. She's held her nerve though here, KANEPI. She has. She has that set point. Serve down the tee. Keys misses the forehand. We're going into a decider. Guys, I'll be back in a second. Okay, we're back into. Oh, we're back in a deciding set. And Keys is 15 all here, finishing off a point in the net. Max says Madison could have won the second set if she really wanted to. Well, I think it's more. I think she definitely really wanted to. I think just wasn't quite able to keep it together enough for that second set. Serve out wide is a let. MJ says Maddie's a little erratic. Yep, that's a very good word for her play. And this is sorry I had to change my sheets. I fell asleep and didn't eat my orange icy and it melted on my bed sheets. Oh my gosh. Second serve, forehand is missed from KANEPI 30-15. Found my remote control on the sheet so I can actually watch the match. TC USA loves Maddie. Yeah, I'm sure they do. They always show her matches. I mean, she's American, right? So they're going to show all the American matches. I know that when people want to see, for example, like Djokovic, they can't because if an American's on, then Tennis Channel will show them. Which I get, but they're American, fine. But surely you want to show the best players as well. What the hell is Maddie? Madison Keys. That's what Maddie. You love your nicknames, Manor. Good served on the tee from Madison Keys. Forehand is missed from KANEPI. 40-15. And it says they don't show Amanda Anisimova or Sophia Kenin. I don't want to be controversial, but I wonder whether that's to do with their background. They don't have particularly American surnames, and that would be very disappointing if that's the case. But I think that might be why. I'm just saying it's weird. Yeah, he should have won that, or she should have won that. You mean, says Manuel? I'm not playing. Oh, I wish I was playing Roland Garros. Good serve on the tee. Backhand is in from KANEPI. Forehand into out from Keys. Backhand to backhand. Good backhand lob from KANEPI. Forehand lob from Keys. And the forehand finds the net from KANEPI. She does hold to 15 Keys. Good start to the third set here. She's serving first. It is an advantage, in my opinion. I do think she'll take the third set. And she does nudge in front in this first round match. And it just says Cam is lurking. I hate lurkers. Is Cam lurking? Is he? Oh, yeah, Cam. Thank you. Oh, very kind of you for gifting 5 memberships, my man. Cam says, I just got here. Yeah, exactly. I just got here. Come on. Stop giving me grief. Yeah, Cam, you've got some big matches on. So actually, today we're not even doing Djokovic and Alcaraz because, like, scheduling wise, just not possible. But we'll be doing Sinner versus Muller for the night match later. And then tomorrow I've actually got the day off work, so I'll be streaming as many matches as physically possible tomorrow. So that would be a good day tomorrow for me. Marathon of matches, and then if anyone else wants to do some as well from our comms team, then we'll get them involved. But yeah, should be good. Andrew says it's only 8 p.m. in Melbourne. Look at that. MJ's checking out what the time is for Cam. So that wide backhand to backhand here. Forehand down the line from KANEPI. Backhand missed from Keys. Cam says tomorrow's going to be a big day. Yeah, you're talking about tomorrow's day's play, right? As in day 3 with Swiatek and what I think Swiatek's playing, Jaber's playing, Zverev's playing, Medvedev's playing. Who else is playing? Rude's playing. Served on the tee. Backhand is in from Keys. Backhand to backhand here. Rebecca must be playing as well tomorrow. Good backhand lob from KANEPI. Backhand lob again. She's trying to slow ball her. And it's working because the forehand from Keys, the in to out forehand from the American, is out. She goes wide. It's interesting because KANEPI in the first set, she just thought to herself, look, I'm going to try and out hit her from the back of the court with power. And maybe if it was KAIA KANEPI a few years ago, she could have stuck with her and maybe even won those exchanges. And she was winning a few, but not enough. And now she's thought, well, okay, how can I disrupt the rhythm? I will try and hit with power when the opportunity presents itself, when I can get on the front foot. But when I can't, then I'm going to hit with depth, but a lot of air, a lot of topspin, and make Keys generate power on this super slow surface. And let's see if we can find a mistake. Second serve coming up. 30. Forehand is in from Keys. Forehand down the line from Kanepi. Then goes forehand down the middle again. Forehand into in from Keys. Forehand from Kanepi. Trying to go down the line. Finds the net. And it is 30-40. So that does mean a break point here for Keys. And you do wonder how important this could be. If she does get the break here, Keys. Matthew says, hi, Fazan, Cam, and everyone else in the chat. Hey, Matthew, how you doing? Serve is long from Kanepi. Nia says, allez, les bleus. Go Benoit Paire, Benoit Paire. Yeah, well, he's a set down, but 3-1 up in the second set. Second serve, forehand into out from Keys on the return. Forehand on the line is missed. Juice, one break point, it comes and goes. And just are you the new Shapovalov coach to Matthew? Cam says, have a good call, mate. Enjoy. Well, thanks, Cam. Thank you so much for the gifted members as well. Appreciated. And who got gifted memberships? Maltese, Casey, David, Ashley, Katia. Very nice. Very nice. Right, Juice here. Second serve. Forehand is in from Kanepi. Forehand down the middle from Kanepi. Backhand lob from Keys down the middle. Backhand cross is missed. Oh, backhand cross miss. Advantage Kanepi. She's not making it easy for herself, is Keys. I have to say, because one thing that she did very well in that first set was being clinical and taking a chance when they came. She's not done that from the second set onwards. It's been a lot more of a hard slog, in all honesty. That's why she finds herself having to battle in a deciding set. Serve out wide. Backhand is in from Keys. The forehand from Kanepi finds the net. It was a good deep return from Keys. Kanepi found it difficult to get under it. And it is back to Juice. Max says, I'm thinking that one movie of a person who works in a fashion magazine, even as an editor who travels to Paris, if you can catch my drift. I don't know. Nia says, don't back the Brits. Allez les bleus. Benoit Paire is the man. Very good. Oh, double fault from Kanepi. It's not a great time to do it. Well, not a great time at all. Advantage Madison Keys. Breakpoint opportunity yet again. Serve down the tee. Forehand is in from Keys. Backhand lob is long. Surely. No, it's in. Great backhand lob. Just in. Backhand lob again. Forehand into out from Keys again. Backhand cross from Kanepi. Is shorter this time, though. Massive forehand into out from Keys. And the backhand from Kanepi does go long. Keys does get the break. 2-love. It's the movie Devil Wears Prada. Oh, very good. And this is the thing with Maddie. The thing with Maddie, because they show so much of her matches, eh? What do you mean? She loses her confidence and then doesn't go for shots tentative. I don't think it's because they're showing a lot of her matches, though, in all honesty, MJ, because, I've got to be honest with you, I don't think that's why. She doesn't care about being on TV. She's been on TV for a lot of years. I don't think it'll be anything to do with that. I think that's the way she plays. She's erratic, as you said, which is definitely true. Short return from Kanepi. Comes forward, forehand, and then, at the net. She misses an easy volley. Love 15. And she's not on centre court either. She's she's on an outside court. So, MJ says, no, my observation from her matches. Got it. No, I agree. If that's the observation, then yeah, I get it. Serve down the tee, and the forehand return from Kanepi is missed. 15-all. Nia says, what other first round men's would you be streaming for? We're doing Sinner versus Muller later today, the evening match. Tomorrow is TBD, because I have the day off work, so I'm going to be streaming as many matches as possible. So we'll be doing some. I'm not sure. It depends on the order of play, because I'm definitely going to be doing Swiatek, and then I'll work around that. So I think Medvedev, Zverev, Rude are all in action. So we'll probably be covering at least one of those matches. And yeah, and that will be the end of the first rounds, right? And then, of course, second round, we should be doing Djokovic, Alcaraz, etc. as well. We're not being able to do it today, but should be fine, hopefully, for future rounds. Oh, massive into in forehand from Keys on the 1+ shot behind her serve, 40-15. And just they show so much of her matches. I think I see her play and she just loses her confidence. And just as she loses her way in her matches, she tends to win her first sets, then lose focus. Nia says cover Rude versus Ima. Okay, I'll see how the schedule looks, and yeah, I'll do my best. Backhand down the middle from Kanepi, forehand into out. Backhand cross from Keys, backhand to backhand here. Down the middle goes Keys, then goes forehand down the middle. Forehand into in from Kanepi, forehand on the line from Keys. Massive hitting from both here. Oh, forehand finds the net though, and it's Keys' forehand. 40-30, 1 game point gone. Max's Sloan is about to win a bagel versus Caroline Pliskova. Wow, yeah. I actually thought Stevens would beat Pliskova. Her game is all wrong for Pliskova. Pliskova, against players like Stevens who don't make a lot of errors and they have good shot tolerance, she really struggles with them. She can be that way 100% in her matches. I think she hired some therapists. Very nice. Oh, good serve out wide. Backhand is missed from Kanepi. She does hold 3-love here in this deciding set. And Kanepi, it's only 1 break of serve, but this could be very, very difficult. Max says, I hope Casper Ruud can advance to the second round. Also meant to advance after the second round. Yeah. Nia says, I hope. What are you talking about, Max? Ruud's the man to win Roland Garros 2023. Yeah, we'll see. Also, by the way, so for you, Niha, you'll enjoy this. Later today, we will be releasing contender profiles for Medvedev, but also for Casper Ruud. So check those out. I know you're a massive Casper Ruud fan, of course. And Niha, look at this. First set points won by set. First set, 38% for Kanepi. It's so low. 87% second set, really high. And then dropped massively back down to 40%. I mean, crazy. Andrew says Ruud is the dark horse and likes playing as one. Yeah, no one gives him proper credit. I mean, you've got to give him credit for last year. I do. I think last year made the final Roland Garros, final of the US Open. I mean, I just think there's something about his game which makes you think that he's not going to win multiple slams. He may win one. I hope he does win one. But there's just something about him. I don't know what it is. Max says, Niha, I like Ruud. He's been having his ups and downs and his recent results. Yeah. It just doesn't quite have that X factor. I don't know how to explain it. MJ says, I think he'll win 2. Really? Okay. Second serve. He might not win any even. We'll see. Forehand cross from Keys. Forehand down the line from Kanepi. Backhand cross from Kanepi. Slice from Keys. Backhand down the line from Kanepi. Clips the baseline. Backhand to backhand here. Then goes drop shot Keys. Kanepi gets there. Oh, she slips. That's unfortunate. She slips. It's unlucky. Max says, Niha, I like Ruud. He's been, yeah. He can win 2. The new generation is a bit weak. Max is winning 1 Grand Slam is definitely something. Imagine Fazan as a judge for the X Factor. Why? Why? And he says Ruud to pass to Andy Murray. Whoa, that's a big call. Let first serve. Emery says, I don't see Alcaraz being a force to win over 6-7, really. I think he will. He's already won 1. Max says, I know singer Nicole Scherzinger was also judged for the X Factor. Yep. Very random, but yes. Second serve coming up here. Love 3 in the deciding set. Love 15 as well. Second serve. Backhand to backhand. Oh, here you go. Forehand. Massive forehand from Keys into out. Love 30. MJ says Alcaraz lost to that qualifier. But that can, MJ, can I be honest? That can happen to anyone. It's happened to Nadal and Djokovic in slams. They've lost to players who are unseeded or wildcards or qualifiers. And they've just got massive games and they've just had a really good day and they've blown them off the court. It can happen to anyone. If it happens regularly to Alcaraz, then fine, but it hasn't. Serve out wide from Kanepi. Massive return from Keys down the line. Love 40. And he has 3 break points. Here we go. 3 breakpoint opportunities. Serve out wide. Backhand is missed. 15-40. And because he needs to focus on everyone being able to defeat him, he treats some too casually. I find. I think he's really unpredictable. Says, "Yep." And just look at that press conference. No, I don't think he. I think he's just confident in his ability. But I agree that sometimes people don't cater in who they're playing against enough at times. I don't think Alcaraz does that. I think his coach and Juan Carlos Ferrer is very good. Backhand to backhand here. Down the line goes Keys. He's also very young, I have to remember, right? He's still got a lot of time. Massive forehand from Keys to break. 4-love here. And it looks like we could get a very similar story to the first set. What a topsy-turvy match we've had. Which is a double break up. 4-love here. And just as he didn't seem prepared or thought that guy could win, so disrespectful. I think he was prepared, but you have to remember that qualifier that he lost to MJ. He lost in Roland Garros qualifying. So he played probably the match. Well, he did. He played the match of his life. He played a level that he's probably never played before against Alcaraz. He really stepped up and he had an incredible day, and that can happen, as I said. So I just think it was one of those things where the stars aligned a little bit. Forehand down the middle for KANEPI. Massive backhand down the line from Keys. Then goes slice. Cross court. She's missed it. Love 15. But we'll see. Look, I mean, yeah. Nia says, I don't like Schwartzman being beaten around by almost everybody, only to be blamed for his height. MJ says he was so shocked in the press. I was so surprised he was acting that way. What? But MJ, why? Because, like, Nadal, when he's lost to people in the past, in first or second round, say Wimbledon or whatever, he's also been like that. Because if it's someone who is really low ranked and they play a level that they haven't played in the past, then you would of course be surprised, right? It's like you're playing against someone who hasn't played that level before. Why would you expect them to play it on that day? Backhand to backhand, and then Keys goes massive down the line. It is 15-0. Massive backhand. Max says Osorio is leading the third set 2-love. Very nice. Sean says, I think Alcaraz is almost too honest. It's refreshing though. Yeah, I think it is refreshing. Agreed. I mean, Nadal's a little bit like that as well, to be honest. I think he's got a bit less so as he's gotten older, but forehand down the middle from Keys. Forehand into win from KANEPI. Then goes cross court again. 30-15. The only thing that I think is a bit of a red flag from Alcaraz, all the stuff that people have said, I think, and this is Alcaraz actually very surprised when Djokovic even and Nadal lose. They are disappointed. Yeah, but MJ, you got to remember that it's Rome, like it's not a slam, so he would have been disappointed. But he played a lot of tennis. He won Madrid. It's not like he hasn't won stuff recently as well. It's not like he's been in really poor form and then he lost to a qualifier. Like that's not been happening. He's been playing well. Forehand to forehand into in. Forehand from Keys. A forehand's miss from KANEPI. I think it's also the way that he speaks as well. He would have been disappointed, MJ. He would have been. It's just he might not show it in the way that you want or think he should be showing it. But you know that surprise is disappointment. I think. We go 30-all. There's a difference between surprise shots and disappointment. Even Djokovic doesn't act that way. I was very surprised he wasn't coached better. But I mean, it's kind of what Sean was saying. I think he's honest, and that is refreshing. And sometimes players, when they lose, yes, they're disappointed. But remember, when you go to the press conference, it's not straight after the match. It's a couple of hours after. So he's probably had some time to process it, and then he's going to the press conference, and he might just be at the back of his mind then, and he's just more thinking, okay, what do I do next now? Okay, I need to move on. I need to get past this loss, and then look to Roland Garros. 40-30, game point. Sean says these top guys all know they are way above the average guys. I just don't want to say it because it sounds bad. Yeah. And this is they are tactful. Carlos has no tact, unfortunately, but it's unfortunate though. But MJ, is it? Why do you? I don't like. I wouldn't want every player to be like monkey trained media puppets. Like, you don't have to be media trained, I don't think, all the time. As long as you're not saying anything disrespectful. Second serve, backhand to backhand here. Game point, and she does hold. So 5-love, an opportunity again to bagel Kanepi, like she had in the first set. Let's see if she can do it. Max says, "What were your thoughts on Stefanos firing Mark Philippoussis?" He didn't fire him; it was mutual. I'm just I like athletes displaying sportsmanship. I think Carlos needs to work on that. But he did though, MJ. I don't understand. Sportsmanship is giving respect, right, to your opponent. He did. He said he played a really high level. Like he said he played a really high level and he beat and he's like what in the press conference post match he said Marizan played a really high level. I wasn't expecting that. He played really well and you know I struggled. Like and I lost. Like what else can he say? What's he gonna say? Like I expected him to play a really high level. That's a lie. Like no one's gonna say that. No one's gonna say I expected him to play that level and I lost. I'm disappointed. Like he's never played that level before. So I think he does have sportsmanship. I just think the way that he's approached the post match press conference is maybe not the way that you think he should. But I don't think so at all. Um, in my opinion, anyway. I saw clips on other channels saying it was just disrespectful. It made news. Nah, I didn't hear that to be honest. I think you're looking into it too much, in my opinion, MJ. I think it's yeah. I wouldn't put so much emphasis on like a press conference, and especially like given what he said, I don't think it's any news at all. I think it's people just trying to make something out of nothing. Nia says Schwartzman, man, never gets past first round these days. So anticlimactic for a former number 8. He hung around number 15 spot for a while, then took a tumble right now to number 90 something. It happens. He's getting old and he's lost form. It's difficult to come back. Hopefully he does, but we'll see. He's had a great career, to be honest. Backhand down the middle from Keys. Backhand to backhand here. Forehand cross from Kanepi's in. What a forehand. Then goes forehand cross again. Forehand from Kizo's put away. She didn't take advantage there, Kanepi. Found a really nice short forehand angle. And Keys was on the back foot and then she went cross court again. Right to Keys though. Keys read it. Puts it away down the line into the open court. And Kanepi serving to stay in this match here. Max says Maria Carey wasn't media trained when she hung up on the phone with Wendy Williams. I don't. You're losing me with all these references, unfortunately, to Hollywood. Slice from Keys. It's a drop shot. She's not going to get there. Surely she does. Oh, she does get it. It's a great get. She's missed it, though. Dinks it down the line. Just drifts long. 15-0. Random comment, yeah. Capricorn says, oh, wow. KAIA, why? Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. She's channeled her inner first set KAIA Kanepi. This is Wendy, it's Cray Cray Nomax. I side on Maria side. I have no idea what we're talking about. Anyway, 15-0. Second serve is a double fault. Uh-oh. She's losing her nerve here a little bit. KAIA Kanepi, 15-30. Keys is potentially 2 points away from the second round here. 6 double faults for the day. Only, I was about to say only one, but actually none for Keys today. First serve. Mal says the score is weird. Well, the score has fluctuated with Kanepi's form, to be honest. Second serve. Backhand is in from Keys. Goes backhand cross again. Backhand from Kanepi down the line. Forehand to forehand here. Down the line goes Kanepi. She's missed it. 15-40. 2 match points here. And a chance to bagel Kanepi in this deciding set. Keys has turned it on again, the decider. Kanepi's levels dropped. It's been a very strange match, to say the least. And this is a Yelena Ostapenko score. It is, isn't it? At least Keys wants his medal. She hasn't won yet, but yeah, she will. You would imagine. Capricorn says, who is Madison Keys playing in round 2? I'm not sure, actually. Let's check that out. Second serve. Backhand is in from Keys. Forehand down the line from Kanepi. Backhand down the middle from Keys. Forehand cross from Kanepi. Forehand slice from Keys. Forehand on the line from Kanepi. She comes to the net. Doesn't need to volley. The backhand from Keys finds the net. 1 match point saved. Nia says, I want to see Per, Monfils, Wawrinka, Djokovic, Fognini, Murray, and a few other veterans play quarterfinals. Implausibly optimistic, but one never knows. You're wrong. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to say you're wrong, but I think you're wrong. Like, I don't think it's going to happen. Capricorn about, yeah, I'm not sure who Madison's playing in the second round. Let's have a look. Hachinov said after yesterday's match, and other players have also said how slow it is and how hard it is to hit winners, says Matthew. I mean, it's always slow though. I mean, even slower than usual, fine, I guess. But it's a clay court. I mean, what do people expect? I tell you what, Madison Keys hasn't made it look hard at all. Backhand to backhand. Neither is Kanepi at times, so it can't be that slow. Well, it might be the main courts maybe. Also, you have to remember that the courts at a slam can play differently. Centre court can play differently to court 3, court 5. Like they can play very differently in terms of pace and speed. So just bear that in mind. I don't know where Hachinov played yesterday, but yeah. Anyway, Juice, that's another match point save, by the way. All right, Juice. So down the tee from Kanepi, backhand down the middle from Keys, then goes forehand to forehand here. Forehand on the line from Kanepi's in. What a forehand advantage, Kanepi. And she's saved 2 match points. She's got a game point. She is absolutely fighting till the end. Casey says, hey all, thanks for the gift. Don't know who it was. It was Cam. Capricorn says, Salone bageled Pliskova in the first set. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I'm not surprised she won the first set. I'm surprised she bageled her because, I mean, her style is all wrong for Madison Keys for sure. Sean says, if it's slow, why not come to the net? Well, I agreed. Nia says, pair putting the right strings late in the second set. Serve is in from Kanepi. Slice. Backhand cross from Keys. Finds the net advantage. Kanepi. Nia says, pair putting the right strings. Yeah. Capricorn says, Keys playing Mladenovic / Day in round 2. Very, very, very winnable, isn't it? Max says, I can see Coco reaching the quarterfinals. Not sure after that. I can't. I honestly can't. We'll see. Serve out wide. Backhand to backhand here. Forehand is missed from Keys. So she does hold. Does Kanepi? Keys will serve for the match. She'll serve for the match. Surely she'll breadstick her again. She had the chance to bagel Kanepi in the first. I didn't take it. Breadsticked her though, serving it out. Can she serve it out here? You'd imagine so, wouldn't you? Guys, remember to that like button, please, as well, and do subscribe if you're new. Thank you for tuning in, as always. Do appreciate the support. Should be wrapping up soon if Keys does get it done here, of course. Max says Coco is going to meet Iga in the quarterfinals, and we know how dominant Iga is against Coco. Yeah, agreed. Second serve. Forehand is missed from Kanepi. It's a big forehand, just misses the court. The depth was fine. Direction a little bit off. 15 love. And after saving 2 match points, Kanepi, can she try and stretch this set out even longer? We'll see. Will Keys hold her nerve? Well, first serve finds the net. Second serve coming up. Second serve. Backhand is in from Kanepi. Forehand into win. It's missed from Keys. Too much on it. 15 all. Nia says Rafa, the undisputed GOAT. Rafa's winning Wimbledon 2023. I dare anyone to stop Rafa. Where has this guy been? Who said that? Did someone say that in the chat? When did this happen? He's not even playing Wimbledon. He's injured. Serve out wide. Forehand is missed from Kanepi. 30-15. Second serve, forehand into out. Backhand to backhand here. Backhand is shanked from KANEPI, 40-15. She's got 2 match points again. Here we go. Max says knee high definitely didn't see that. I'm just saying. No, she didn't say that. No, he's not talking about you, Max. Don't worry. Capcom says Keys has a good draw, actually. I can see her beating Kudermetova in round 3. Oh, that's a tough one, Kudermetova. I don't know. Kudermetova's been playing well. Massive ace out wide from Keys. She gets the job done here. 6-1, 3-6, 6-1. Wow. Good victory for Madison Keys in the end. KANEPI, I have to say, fluctuated big time, but we'll see. Yes, now there's a guy with an eye with Rafa, the undisputed goat, keeps commenting all that. Who? Where? I can't see him. I haven't seen him in any of my streams. Anyway, Keys gets it done in 3. She'll face Mladenovic or Day in the second round. A good victory for the American. KANEPI fought hard, entertaining match. Glad I covered it. Guys, thank you very much for tuning in as always. Make sure you tune in for Sinner versus Muller later on tonight. We're covering that. Tomorrow we've got a blockbuster marathon day of multiple streams, which I'll be covering a lot of them because I've got a day off work, so I'll be enjoying that. So see you there for that as well. And hopefully see for Sinner versus Muller later on. And of course, our day roundup as well, which I'll be doing later on today. Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe and well. We shall see you on the next video.